I fundamentally actually disagree with a lot of your analysis. I mean, listening to the monologue, you would think that it was the Owen Jones, the Guardianistas that had been in charge of the country for the last 10 years. You know, we've got the highest taxation in peacetime history. That hasn't happened under a Labour government. That's happened under Conservative-led governments since 2010. We've got young people now who can't get on the property ladder. The average age of someone getting onto the property ladder for the first time is 32 years old. We've got record numbers of people often in work, often two-earner couples, and they're going to food banks, teachers, the kind of people that you're saying are the Corbynistas who are striking. I mean, come on.
But do you accept that we've had 2 years of on-off lockdown? Everyone said we should continue pouring money, handouts to keep people going, keep ourselves, all these Guardian columnists and so on, the Labour front bench, we're all saying, let's lock down for longer, let's keep handing out the money. No one said, oh, hang on a minute, we might have high inflation, our living standards may be affected. No one was honest with the public, the government or the Labour front bench. And I'm worried that those very left-wing ideas are coming back and they're gaining traction and people forget the past, don't they?
So where we'd have some common ground is it's not so much that, I agree that we're heading for communism 2.0. After all, communism, the definition actually is the abolition of private property as you move to a stateless society living in agrarian subsistence. I don't think that is actually, unless you're a member of Extinction Rebellion,
hang on.
That's not where we're heading.
There are many people out there, including people like Gary Lineker with millions of supporters, who are tweeting out practically communist manifestos for how this country should sort its woes. Jasmine, do you not think that people looking at the current cost of living crisis, and it's hitting people really hard, are jumping to quite far left economic policies to sort our way out of here? And it is rather concerning.
Yes, I think, much of what you said was absolutely right. And I think, as you say, that the mainstream media is fundamentally left-wing and has been pushing this. They pushed lockdowns. They're definitely pushing a more left-wing approach. What I was very pleased you mentioned lockdowns, because I've been a lockdown sceptic from the start. And I've said...
Me too!
Yes, absolutely.
There weren't many of us, because people used to say, oh, I supported the first lockdown, but then I changed my mind.
I didn't at all. No, I'm sure, like you, I was called a granny killer. I'm sure you had it as well. The point is, as you say, when you lock down huge swathes of the world's economy, particularly in the West, and then you just produce money like sweets, you have major problems. And what irritates me at the moment is so many people, and when I say people, I'm talking particularly media, but also people in the street, are saying, oh, well, it's all because of Ukraine. We've got this inflation because... No, it isn't. No, it's because we've produced extraordinary amounts of money. We've just stopped production in many cases. So you have massive amount of money chasing far fewer goods and services.
Exactly. It's economics 101. And people, Corbyn's commie kids, basically, the likes of Owen Jones, the likes of Grace Blakely, are there on the media saying this has nothing to do with the amount of money that's been pumped into our economy. We're only in this position because of corporate greed.
It's everything.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to rally against.